Bunny, and welcome to today's video, and welcome to another WWE reaction. I am moving out. This is the last days. I have 2 more days here, and then I am moving out, you guys, and that's why there is almost nothing in the background, and there's a bit of echo when it comes to my sound. But I'm moving out for 2 months back to my family house in Bosnia, and then after that, from the start of the next year, I will be living in a different city, in a different apartment, and I am looking forward to that one. I found the apartment that I want to live in, and yeah, excited times ahead, but a lot of work as well. I'm trying to catch up and record some videos in advance as well because of the travels. Hopefully I will manage. But yeah, for today we have 10 infamous wrestling receipts. I didn't know what receipts are, and then I asked my community and they did explain it to me. I still don't know exactly what it means, but kind of do. So this will be perfect video for me to educate myself. If you like WWE and you like WWE reactions, make sure to subscribe to this channel because I do upload WWE almost every single day, unless the video is blocked or copyrighted. Then that video, or if it is flagged, then that video is on my Patreon, patreon.com/supportbunny. I will leave a link in the description down below. And if you have any videos that you would like me to react to, you can always recommend them in the comments. If I see something and I find it and it's not copyright, I do shout it out. But if you don't find it on this channel, it's probably on my Patreon, and I do shout your comments and I do call your name out at the start of the video that you have recommended. So yeah, that's it. Let's go and watch this video, shall we?
In wrestling, opponents have to be on the same page in order to complete a match. But despite this, miscommunication can lead to wrestlers actually getting angry with one another in the ring. This can result from real-life bad blood or involve physical receipts being dished out in the match. A traditional receipt occurs when a wrestler accidentally cracks his opponent stiff in the jaw, to which they can then expect something hard to come right back. In this video, we look back to these times where specific wrestlers gave out a receipt during their matches. Brock Lesnar was never shy in the ring, and if you stiffed him in the ring, he would let you know about it. One occasion was...
I mean, you don't want to go against Brock Lesnar. There are some of these wrestlers who do not, when you look at them, like body physiques or the way they perform some of the actions and sequences, it doesn't look like a professional wrestler, all right? But you kind of look over it because they are entertaining and they're good actors. With Brock is not the case, all right, guys? He's good either way and in every way. You don't want to mess up with this dude, this Bayana.
At the 2018 Royal Rumble, where he dished out a receipt to Braun Strowman after he kneed Brock hard in the face. Lesnar responded with a solid right hand while telling the Monster Among Men to slow the fuck down.
Strowman, that clubbing. Oh, wow. A knee to the jaw. A knee to the jaw. He caught Lesnar good. A knee to the jaw. Caught Brock, got him back.
But this wasn't the only time Brock delivered a receipt mid-match. During his bout with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31, Reigns would deliver some stiff knee shots to Lesnar, which resulted in Brock getting legitimately pissed. He ended up slapping the snot out of Roman for the entire world to see.
Watch this.
Lesnar then followed that up with a ridiculously stiff clothesline, which sent Reigns flying out of the ring. From one big man to another.
That one is really... Dude, I wish all the... I wish all the matches were real. I mean, it hurts. It's painful. A lot of these things that they would do, a lot of them would be dead by now or with a serious concussion. So I understand why that is not the case. But I still have to say that when it is real, it's so much more believable. It's more entertaining.
Big Show and Kofi Kingston locked up in 2009, and Kofi hit a jump kick to the jaw of the Big Show, which he didn't appreciate.
That kick, like the way he
our
jumped.
business ain't called a receipt. You bought that kick, let me give you the receipt with it.
Big Show kept that in mind for later in the match, where he would deliver a thunderous slap to Kofi's chest on the announce table. As the King would say, it sounded like a gunshot.
Whoa! I think his chest just caved in. Sounded like a gunshot.
Kofi later joked in his podcast that this slap,
oh my god, look, because of the slap is... Just kidding.
Is the reason why his chest is now looking sunken in.
It's what by
No way. No way. Is it really? Because it does look a bit weird.
remorse, right? You know what I'm saying? I look in the mirror. Don't let me pass this sternum on to the kids.
In perhaps one of the most shocking receipts witnessed in a match, Perry Saturn had his way with jobber Mike Bell during a match recorded for WWF Metal in May 2001. This likely resulted in him getting his mop gimmick as a punishment shortly after. While Saturn took teaching his opponent a lesson to the extreme, Diesel would get his message across at the 1994 Royal Rumble with some good old-fashioned live rounds delivered to the face of Virgil. Diesel would say that Virgil was supposed to come in, take a few hits and quickly get eliminated, but instead he stayed in the match despite Diesel telling him he had to go. Virgil then angered Diesel by legit hitting him in the face, to which Big Daddy Cool responded with a barrage of stiff elbows before finally dunking Virgil out. During a brawl inside a densely filled ring at ECW 1.
What the hell is going on? I feel there is less audience around than the wrestlers in the ring. Please tell me I said it right. It's called the ring, right? If I don't know after all of these videos.
Night stand in 2005, JBL legitimately laid a beating on the Blue Meanie, leaving his face bloodied in the aftermath. Word had gotten out to JBL that in the years prior, the Blue Meanie mentioned he was a bully. This obviously lit a fire in Bradshaw's eyes, and when it came time to brawl at the end of the pay-per-view, JBL took this as an opportunity to pay him back. However, months later, in a match where JBL faced off against the Blue Meanie, Meanie picked up the victory via help from Batista. But before the pin, it was Blue Meanie's partner in crime with the BWO, Stevie Richards, making headlines, delivering one of the hardest to watch chair shots to JBL's head. It was a shot thrown so hard you could see the pure anger behind it. Stevie was sticking up for his friend here by delivering a well-deserved receipt to the bully. Speaking of chair shots, Undertaker would love giving a receipt back with a stiff chair shot. In 1997, as guest referee at SummerSlam, Shawn Michaels would clock the dead man with a chair at the end of the match, where he would
Poor Undertaker. Bad place.
reluctantly give Bret the win, and he and Taker would enter their own program. However, Michaels realized that the blow was too forceful. And to end their Hell in a Cell match, he accepted a chair shot of his own from the dead man. As
bro, he's so bloody. Oh my god, you give one forceful shot, one teeny tiny forceful shot, and you end up bloody, almost dying, and you end up with another forceful shot. I mean, a chair in your head.
His personal receipt that really rung his bell. In 2005, Randy Orton ended up rocking Taker with a chair when he mistakenly caught the Phenom with the lip of the chair, which ended up causing a huge gash. Undertaker told him backstage that his receipt would be coming.
He just looks at me. Don't worry, kid. Your receipt's coming.
Oh, imagine you hear that. Alright, I'm out. I'm leaving. That was it. Like, there is... I would be just quitting. I'd be like, nope, it's not coming because I'm not ever appearing on TV ever again. Oh shit, that is scary, knowing it's coming, but you don't know when and where.
It wasn't until months later at Armageddon 2005 where the dead man got his revenge, and he delivered a thunderous chair shot to the head of Randy Orton.
But he's in trouble! Payback!
Payback, everyone.
In another incident with Taker, Shane McMahon ended up stiffing Taker with a monitor on a Raw before the WrestleMania match that caused him to get busted open. Backstage, Undertaker let Shane know that his receipt was going to come later.
It's alright, it'll come later.
Oh my god, he always says that. The problem with this, like, give it to me immediately, alright? Just don't make me wait, imagine, think about it every day. Like, this would be me in the morning eating my cereal. Like, no!
And boy, did it ever.
Fast forward to WrestleMania 32, Shane got his comeuppance as Taker would bear paw him with a monitor of his own on the outside of the ring.
Up and bear paws me.
Whack! Wide open jaw. Oh my gosh.
Sticking with Shane McMahon, it's well known that his punches can look awful at times. But with the adrenaline pumping, he throws rapid combos, and when he doesn't miss completely, he lands them on his opponents flush in the face. One time he did this in particular was at Survivor Series 2016, where he blasted Chris Jericho clean in the face. The punch didn't look great, but caught Jericho on the nose, who took a powder and kicked the steel steps in an attempt to alleviate his frustrations. Shane was even more clumsy when Jericho re-entered the ring, which justified his...
You can't be a clumsy wrestler in these events! You just can't! It's all about perfectly executing your punches and everything, that it looks serious, but it's not serious. And if it is serious, then you have not done your job. Yeah. Bunny said so. Fire him!
response.
Dude, I jumped up and gave him like a Jean-Claude Van Damme double kick. I'm like,
Jean-Claude Van Damme here.
Booker T appeared on the Steve Austin show and recollected that he received a well-deserved boot to the nose courtesy of Stone Cold. During the conversation, the former world champions talked about Booker accidentally tuning Steve during a match. Steve divulged that he's usually patient about doing out receipts for stiff shots, but the Rattlesnake could not wait to strike back.
The receipt I remember getting back was a stomp right to the face when I was laying down on the ground. And it was a stiff shot right to the nose. I felt like I deserved that.
In 1997, Ken Shamrock developed into a good wrestler by the standards of the time. He was notably stiff in the ring, and he and Vader would always have some brutal matches. However, on one occasion, at In Your House, A Cold Day in Hell, he may have gone a bit too far. Vader was seen on the outside telling Shamrock to ease up. But Shamrock was so eager that at one point, he left his feet while striking and went on to break the Mastodon's nose.
Shamrock broke my nose. Instead of kicking me here in the cheek, instead of leading my cheek in, he was turning my nose. He was reverting back to the shoot. And he stuck his knee right in my nose and it virtually broke my nose.
Shamrock actually denied that this was a receipt on the Kurt Angle podcast.
Hearing afterwards how people were talking about how Vader laid me out, I'm thinking to myself, what match are they watching? I mean, like, he threw a punch at me. I rolled with the punch and I went down to sell it.
Whether you believe that this was a receipt or not, I'll leave that up to you.
It kind of
Our final moment
weird.
comes from the 2005 Royal Rumble. Daniel Puder was a 2004 Tough Enough winner, and part of his rise to victory came on an episode of SmackDown where he challenged Kurt Angle to an amateur-style match. Putting his MMA experience to use, Puder caught Angle in a key lock, a hold that would have broken the former WWE champion's arm if referee Jimmy Kuderas hadn't fast-counted Puder's shoulders to the mat. Appearing in the 2005 Royal Rumble, Puder was subjected to very stiff shots from Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and Hardcore Holly, humiliating him in front of a worldwide audience before his elimination.
I think that one knocked this area over.
I had no clue what they were going to do. They treated me like crap and very disrespectful.
But there you have it, folks. A selection of some of the most famous WWE receipts. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like.
Enjoy. Is that the right word? Did we enjoy this? Kinda. Let's be honest. Kinda. Alright guys, this was my wrestling flashback. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like first. And if you want to check out more, you can always go to my patreon.com/supportbunny. I will leave a link in the description down below. Subscribe for more. And have a wonderful day. I don't know, I'm weird. As always. Bye. I said bye. Leave already. What are you waiting for?